Hello everyone. In this video, I will talk about Japan and India and their differences in several aspects. Japan flag is to the left and the Indian flag is the one to the right. Japan is located to the far east side of the world, next to South Korea and Russia, while India is located to the south of Asia, next to Pakistan and Russia, and also it's close to the Middle East. Japan area is about 378,000 square kilometer, which puts Japan rank 63rd in the world. On the other hand, India's area is about 3.25 of square kilometer, which makes it about 8 times bigger than Japan and ranked 8th in the world. The total water area in Japan is about 4%, and 96% is land. India got more percentage of water, and about 90% is land, which makes it looks smaller or less than Japan, but it's actually several times bigger in real life. Japan arable land is only 11.7%, and their permanent crops and pasture is nothing to speak about. But more than half of India is arable land, significant percentage for permanent crops and pasture. Japan male labor force occupies the service sector, while India's labor force work in the agriculture sector because most of their population is poor. Japan doesn't have much of natural resources, but they at least have fish and some negligible mineral. While India's, they are very rich in natural resources, such as coal, iron, natural gas, and diamond. Japan population is about 130 million people with high level of income, while India population is about 10 times bigger than Japan at about 1.3 billion people living there, but their income is extremely low. The GDP of Japan is more than $4 trillion, while India is about half that at $2 trillion. The GNI per capita for Japan is high at $39,000, while India is very poor at $1,600. The life expectancy for Japan is high, which is about 84 years, and India's is average at 68 years. As you can see for both pictures, to the left it shows a Japan family and to the right an Indian family and what they eat. Most of what the Japanese families eat is homemade food, while Indians they share half and half between homemade and store-bought food. On average, the Japanese household spends about $23,000 and only about 14% of that on food, while the Indian's household only spends about $1,800 and more than a third of it is spent on food. Some of the favorite food of Japanese is ramen and fruits, while India's favorite food is rice, chicken and puri, which is to the lower right corner. Japanese top agriculture commodities produced in 2013 is rice and milk, and both of them are the top net production value for them. As for India's, sugar and rice was at the top of the list in 2013, with rice topping the net production value. And now let's talk about import and export. Japan's top imports are tea, wheat, and jute. They export many things like potatoes, apples, and grapes. On the other hand, India's import are topped by oils and rubber. As for exports, they mostly export rice, followed by cotton. Hope that you enjoyed watching the videos about the comparison between Indians and Japan and what they differentiate in several things such as population, their GDP, what they like to eat, what's the top exports or imports for both countries. And thank you all for listening. For more information, you can check the references that are being listed on this screen, or you can check them down in the description. And thanks.